In today's video, I'm going to be driving as Lewis Hamilton from an last question mark challenge. Not at China, because China for some reason doesn't want to work on my game, so instead we've got a substitute round here in Australia. 21 degrees, not as hot as the where it was in qualifying. What, 33, 34, even something like ridiculously hot like that. Yes, race strategy is the one-stop strategy, medium soft, because you know me, exactly what I want to do. So yes, vibrant lights then for the first race of this F1 25 mod series, and away we go. It's a poor start by the Williams there. I think that's Alex Albon. I'm going to go around side by side with the hideous Sauber car, trying to get we're just trying to get around the outside now. I think that's Isaac Hadjar as well, and up a couple more positions. It's been a good start as well, up to P16 now. I'd have thought about the Sauber, unable to do so much there now. Up the front, Max Verstappen actually leads his way from Liam Lawson, who unrealistically is up in P2 at this moment in time. I mean, to be fair to Liam, I mean that Red Bull does look a handful, but he needs to do better. Around the outside of Ocon in the Haas, lovely little move, up to P15. That's very unorthodox as I go a bit wide there, trying to catch up. I think that's to Sonoda in the other racing ball. But yeah, around the outside, oh so close to Ocon's front wing there in the Haas car as well, and the slides for good measure. Next up will be Yuki Tsunoda in the racing ball. Tsunoda is going to go on the race line, going to sit down the inside and up to P14. So making good progress on the mediums, and the best tyres still to come. Up at the front, well, there's all a bit of DRS trains going on. But great move there, by the way, for Lando Norris to overtake Andrea Kimi Antonelli as well, move up into P4. As well as now we're watching, excuse me, I'm getting past Ollie Behrman in the other Haas. Great quality by him, by the way, earlier today in the sprint qualifying, P12, in a car that really doesn't look very good. Yes, it's going to get worse than in this series, as now we'll have a look at the first of the two Alpines. Jack Doohan down the inside, they're doing finding yields. As well, it's a bit unorthodox to make this move around the inside. You know, we've seen a lot of overtakes around the outside here, but Doohan just put a nose down the inside, and Doohan yielded the position up another position as well. And up at the front then, Piastri takes the lead then to make the locals happy as well. There's actually Lawson who's in P2 at this moment in time, ahead of Verstappen too, but that can all change. We know F124 DRS trains and whatnot. Around the outside this time of the Alpine, the other Alpine, Pierre Gasly, up to P11 now. So making a good progress, especially being helped by Verstappen, Lawson, Piastri, Norris, all going DRS trains. You know, you see Piastri's actually lost 3 places through the DRS zone. So those lot are all slowing each other down. I've caught up to Sainz and Stroll, I think this is. As well, Stroll in the Aston Martin. He's having a good start to the season, Lance, just needs to keep it up. So around the outside here though, to get past Stroll and up to P10, up into the points, and it's only lap 7, lap 8 now, and you can see here, front left, rear left, really starting to go off now, but no one's really pitted yet, as well. Down the inside there's Sainz, textbook manoeuvre really, up to P9. As well, we're watching Antonelli, who's got in front of Leclerc. Lawson has dropped back behind Leclerc, so our teammate Charles Leclerc as well. Although saying that, there's a plume of smoke, and it's Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is out of the Australian Grand Prix with an engine failure. Huge plume of smoke there. I mean, that could be 2026 for for Red Bull, and that's contact between Leclerc and Antonelli. For some reason, Antonelli's right, even though the contact was on the left for Antonelli there, his end plate's missing on the right. But yes, as long as I'm into the pits at the lap 12, The only one doing this medium soft, everyone else, as the AI, are boring with their strategy and doing medium hard. 2.3 seconds stop, that's not too bad. The two McLarens seem to be 1,000 light years now out in front. There's the rest of the grid. Where are we going to? It seems the gap between Alonso and Stroll has shortened, but I'm going to have to overtake those four again, starting first with Jack Doohan once again down the inside here up to P11 already as well. We'll look to get his teammate Pierre Gasly as ASAP. Down the inside here, unorthodox move, but I'm in a rush. These soft tyres are not going to last forever. This is very unorthodox to make a position at this corner. It's usually a dive bomb, which that was as well, and also we have a tyre and car advantage over the Alpine here. As we move on now to Lance Stroll. Stroll goes defensive, laying a mouch up to P9, back up to P9. Next up will be Carlos Sainz. I think we can keep going here. I don't know if we're going to get the two McLarens, but certainly we can get the rest of them for sure if the tyres hold up. That was a lovely move on Carlos Sainz, really. Next up will be Fernando Alonso. Send it here. Russell's locked up. Can we get in front of him as well? Yes, we can. Inside the next corner. Up to P6 now as well. Here's a replay of this. You can see the Russells having that huge lock-up. Lucky not to go on the wall there for Hamilton's former teammate as well. Down the inside at the next corner for us against Russell. Next up will be Liam Lawson. As well, I think we've had the best of the tyres. 20.4 is probably going to be my best lap on these soft tyres, but now I need to try and get Lawson. I haven't got quite enough ERS to power pass he seems to be using, but I'm going to keep my foot on the outside here, which will give me the inside of the next corner. It's just a textbook manoeuvre. Up to P4. Next up, I'm going to go at Antonelli. Antonelli defends though, and now, but I should have DRS again in the fourth DRS zone, using what ERS I got left to close in on the young Italian. Round the outside here, up to P4 now as well. And next up will be our teammate. Both Leclerc and Antonelli both have wing damage. So the plan now here, got past Leclerc, up onto the podium as well. But yes, it's trying to run away from these two, especially the fact that Antonelli's decided to have a squabble with Leclerc. If Antonelli didn't have wing damage there, he would have done so now, but Leclerc is going to come back at the young Italian with DRS. Around the outside here, it's the new textbook manoeuvre at this corner. A lovely move for our teammate, but it's not going to go well for Leclerc actually. He's lost out to both Antonelli and Lawson in the third DRS straight as well. Lawson's having a go at Antonelli, nothing doing there. But now Leclerc's losing out to Russell. He's also going to lose out to Alonso too. As I'm going to come through through the final corner. I started down in P20, but here, ladies and gentlemen, it is P3 in Australia. Fantastic result as well. And I also don't think I've ever done better in a last question mark challenge video. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. The two McLarens though were unstoppable today. Norris in front of Piastri. Unsure where Verstappen would have fit into this mix. Had he not had his retirement. Antonelli P4 as he did in real life. So he's having a good start of the season. Liam Lawson I think would just take a P5 right now, considering how poorly his season's going well. Russell P6. Leclerc will be disappointed how that race ended, down in P7. Alonso P8. Stroll, who's having a good start of the season IRL as well, P9. And Carlos Sainz, who's struggling in the Williams a little bit. He said earlier he wasn't comfortable at IRL, but he has got to grips with it in the game, and he's P10, finishes P10. So yes, so that's what I'm going to leave this for today's episode of the F125 mod. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, see plenty more F125 mod videos as they come out. The next one will be Yuki Tsunoda trying to win the race. A little bit of a Game Experiments crossover as well. So we're trying to win his home Grand Prix at Suzuka in a few weeks' time with half the tyre wear. 50% race, that will be 2. So until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.